When I heard this game was getting added to the Capcom Fighting Collection, that was the day I knew I had to day one this collection. Welcome to Red Earth. This is, no exaggeration, the most obscure Capcom fighting game. The obscure Capcom fighting game you're thinking of, it definitely got a home console release. Not this game. Not Red Earth. So, small selection of characters to pick from, but it's okay. I know the one I'm picking anyway, so... Password system? This game has a leveling system attached to it. As you start playing, you get stronger moves, special abilities. We'll get into that. Let's get into Mai Ling. She's this cool martial arts girl who won this big tournament, and now she's going back to her village to celebrate, and... Where's my village?
No mercy.
So this is Red Earth. Not the one-on-one fighting game you saw in the demo. Oh no. This is Red Earth. We are playing a boss rush with fighting game mechanics. When I said obscure Capcom fighters, I wasn't kidding. We're gonna be fighting this flying griffin lady. Which means it's gonna be rough to hit her for a while. Because if I'm not leveled up, I don't get access to that move. That's unblockable, by the way. I don't get access to air dashing. These are all things that you eventually learn for leveling up. And you will not, under any circumstances, reach max level in a single playthrough. You need to keep coming back. Also, there are down attacks. I was hoping I'd get to be the one to demonstrate that game, but alright, you do you. There we go. Not my best performance against Lavia, but I'll take what I can get. So your performance determines how much life you recover. And that's important.
No mercy. Attack.
So this is Hauser. This is a character we will become more familiar with in a future production. For now, he's just some big dumb charging dinosaur. I'm probably gonna spend my gems first. So, your supers aren't governed by a meter. Your resource are the orbs you have at the bottom of your health bar. You spend those, you don't get any more supers. For example, I just got an orb again. Now I can use a super, which I'm going to do right now. There are kind of ABC combos here, but it's strictly light, medium, heavy punch, light, medium, heavy kick. There's no real mixing and matching here.
No mercy.
This is the power of the CPS-III board that Red Earth is running on. Look at this Chimera boss. It's a very busy sprite model. There's also going to be a lot of body stomping going on. And hitting combo. Don't forgive me if I'm gonna keep my distance. Because your flamethrower is no joke. That's some life up you got there. Well, I rolled into that.
Mai Ling.
And they give you a password in case you want to come back at some point. It actually saves. The password actually saves the fight you're on. So you can come back. Which is a very nice feature. It's the ancient art of the arcade save. Like, literally saving your progress. Not a lot of arcade games do that, so you gotta respect it.
Bonus stage.
Alright, so, bonus stage. You probably know the deal. Beat up the statue. Eventually, you'll have to stop attacking the bottom. And go for the top of the head. If you don't know what super jumping is, this is also, you're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, so that was me doing that. So as you can see, there's really no linking from medium punch to medium kick.
Perfect.
So yeah. Not as free-flowing with the chain combos as Darkstalkers games would be, but it's there. And yes, I can do light attack to medium attack to special cancel. So that's another nice thing to have in our arsenal.
No mercy. Attack.
So I have to say, a lot of the bosses in this game are very impressive. I know I mentioned the Chimera in the last stage, but look at the size of this mountain. So yeah, air guarding's a thing. Use it well. Like, I need to super jump just to get above him. He starts glowing, which means his attacks grow stronger. Lucky jumps. Or even perfect jumps, no less. Not that time. There's a lot going on with this right too. So this is Hydron, another character we'll become familiar with in a future production. So when the team that would eventually make Street Fighter III was developing their game, they wanted something like this. They wanted high fantasy. That's a lot of damage. They wanted this far from realism look. What's that wind pose in Redacted?
Mai Ling. No mercy. Attack.
But yeah, when the proverbial Street Fighter III team was developing this game, the word Street Fighter wasn't even in their vocabulary. It sat as a game simply called New Generation. But when Capcom wanted Street Fighter III, and the Street Fighter III they were looking for wasn't working out, and he gets life back from that crap. The team that was working on the fantasy game had to take most of their assets and slip it into Street Fighter III. But that doesn't mean the fantasy project would die a death.
No mercy.
So Gigi here is a bit of a nasty customer. Lots of range, lots of rapid swinging attacks. I do need to get in his face, since that's sort of Mai Ling's way. But if I try to fight him from a distance, he has this special barrier that reflects projectiles. So that isn't gonna work for us. That ain't gonna do. So yeah, those are overheads, obviously. Oh my god! Tried to be clever. Naturally, he has a hitbox behind him when he does that.
Mai Ling. No mercy. Attack.
Yep. So that's a special barrier. Reflecting fireballs. This is another demonstration. There are certain moves I'm not using, like these dashing grabs. And these air grabs. Mostly because they're just kind of slow. And it doesn't really knock the bosses out of whatever they're doing. Which is the most important thing. I'll take that. So one more bonus game. There are targets below and above, and it's kind of your job to get at them. This is the part where I really like having my DP kick. And when you start destroying the heads on one side, the others start throwing out these spiked balls at you. Alongside other friendly projectiles. I got it.
Perfect.
And with that bonus stage down, we have the final stage. Now, you take one good look at that sword. Sir, I think you misunderstand just what a sword weapon is. I think you have a spear/drill hybrid. Also, lots of chip damage going on here. This guy swipes like crazy. And that's mostly what we're dealing with.
Mai Ling. No mercy. Attack.
Me, I'm just grabbing my orb. Pay me no mind. He's even got a bison slide. Sir, I'm gonna need you to get all the way the fuck off me. So when the cape comes off, things get nasty, so forgive me if I'm gonna be pushing him back. This might take a continue or two. Ah. Yep, I think we misunderstand just what swords are considered.
No mercy. Attack.
Just gotta keep him in the corner. That split part you can just block. It's not awful. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, the mirror move hurts. Finally. By the way, there's a small little parameter where you must have at least one orb for some extra recovery. He may be big and mean and a man, but wait, what's that other thing you said? So this is Scion. He has dragons by his side. He puts together straightforward lasers. Makes it really hard to approach him. And even if you do approach him, he has teleports. Just to complete the package that is the obscene finger gesture that is this character. He's also as tough as Blade. As illustrated.
Mai Ling. No mercy. Attack.
Yeah, he likes to do things in tandem. He likes to attack you personally, and before you even have a chance to breathe, his dragons are also doing their part. So it makes knowing when to approach him a little difficult sometimes. This move. What, you thought you could block? That's funny. Alright, and with that, that is Red Earth done.
No mercy.
Or so you think! Not too much has changed with his offense, it's just slightly more aggressive, which we're going to be right now. See, the reason why I don't use that move... is even if it hit, I was still hit by the dragon's follow-up. Which, they hurt! Unsurprisingly. And they cause elemental effects. Unsurprisingly. And I'm dead. Unsurprisingly.
Mai Ling. No mercy.
Thank God their life bars are retained. Or else you would not see the end of this. Can I get one thing, game? Can I get one thing, game? Thank you. Anyway, as I was saying, that's Red Earth done. There's no joke this time, it's really done. But yeah, that's Red Earth. This was one of those projects that Capcom kind of had to pip out their new arcade board until they realized they could put out the Street Fighter III that people have been begging them for years. So once Street Fighter III was in development, Red Earth sort of faded to even further obscurity. It still was released, it's not like it was cancelled or anything, but there was less emphasis on this title. And for its respect, it's a very different Capcom game. Like, if you want your one-on-one fighter, you have it. It's there, but there are far less characters, and oh, by the way, I hope you have that password memorized. Otherwise, your opponent is going to have far more moves than you. Like, it's far from the best effort Capcom had at the time. By this point in the mid-90s, they were machine gunning games. As we will go over starting next month. But it's definitely worth a peek at least. Like, even if you bought the Capcom Fighting Collection because it's Darkstalkers and Friends, or it's the first release of Hyper Street Fighter 2 on console in a long time, you should still give this game a shot. At least one of its characters wouldn't really fade into obscurity. The witch character I didn't talk about, Tessa, Tabasa, depending on which version of the game, depending on which region you're in. Tessa would get added to Pocket Fighter. Tessa would get added to SVC Chaos. She would survive. The rest of them, well, for some, they would have a second life. But that second life would come courtesy of a monkey's paw, which we'll get to. Until then, I will see you in the next game.